I swear, the Las Vegas Raiders, and fans for that matter, they might just be the same. Like the Raiders are just they're a spitting image of the Vikings. In so many ways, they are so similar to my Vikings. They let you up one week, and then they let you down the next, up one week, down the next. Like, it's just, last week we were calling for them to rebuild, and now they go out and get a big win against the Browns. It's just like, I feel for Raiders fans, because, again, we've given Raiders, the Las Vegas Raiders, so much credit this year. We've been so excited by this team, and then they go have dud weeks, and then they have weeks where they think, they need a little bit of a wake-up call, and then we have other weeks, and just, I swear, the Vikings are the same exact way. We know what we get into, but at the same time, it's kind of one of those things where you try to have some positivity. I'm sorry, I'm going to fix my camera here a little bit. You try to have some positivity. You try to think of these kind of things, or just, I don't know. It hurts me. It absolutely hurts. But now I got to say, after watching the Raiders take down the Cleveland Browns 16-14, the way the Raiders played, I hate to do this to Raiders fans, but the Raiders have some juice. I'm talking like that defense playing the way it did on the first couple of drives in that first half, going and smacking dudes, like just juice. And then that offense doing just enough to be able to get the job done. Like we have said from the beginning, this entire season, the difficulties that the Raiders have historically had is not on the offense. They continually are either a top 15, top 10 unit that can put points up with anybody. And it's just rough because the defense just cannot get it going. And it's honestly one of those things where you think that it's gonna come alive one week and it just doesn't. But I will say at the end of the day, it's tough. It is absolutely tough. But let's go back into let's take a look at some of the things here we took away from the 16-14 win. Now the Raiders moved to 7-7. The Browns also 7-7. And I mean, realistically, the Raiders, could be back into this thing. I'm sorry also if I trail off or if I sound distracted because I am watching the Vikings game or watching the Vikings getting, like we said in the other video, getting ready to lose. I'm gonna go ahead and knock on wood now. But honestly, here's what we took away from the Raiders game. So you have Derek Carr going 25 of 38 for 236, a touchdown and an interception. Overall solid game from Derek Carr. I really liked what I saw. Was encouraged. He did just enough, did his thing to be able to get the ball in the players' hands, to be able to make plays. And you know what? He did what he had to do. And we liked what we see. We've liked what we saw, see. I got like a D plus in like all through English classes. I don't know how I ever became to be a reporter. But anyway, you look at a team like the Raiders that they look completely depleted last week against the Chiefs. And now they come back and get a big time win against the Browns. And it's just, I don't even know. They were able to run the ball. Peyton Barber continues to give this team value. Like we have said the entire year, Josh Jacobs he's a spark. He really is when he's on and he gets the ball in the right situations. Overall, Josh Jacobs, 15 carries, 52 yards, 3.5 yards a carry. Not great, but it'll get the job done. Also, Peyton Barber, 5 carries, 34 yards. Foster Moreau, he had a couple early drops, I believe, but overall finished 7 catches, 65 yards. You also have Zay Jones out there, who, in my mind, would have had easily over 100 yards had the Browns defender, I'm blanking on who it was, not hold him in the first half. But and he also, I believe he got a couple of passes taken away via holding call, but overall finished with 6 catches for 67 yards. Josh Jacobs also added 3 catches for 42 yards. Hunter Renfrow 3 for 32. Now let's get to the defense. You see a guy that's the thing. We said it from the very beginning. You look at a guy like Jonathan Abram and just come like a heat-seeking missile, just I can't whistle today, I'm sorry. Just a heat-seeking missile coming in right away and just making plays. You absolutely love it. You love it because he's making plays for that defense. He is a leader, a full-blown leader on that Las Vegas Raiders defense, and you just love to see it. Overall, you even saw him make a big hit later on in the game. Like he is a big part of that defense. And they didn't get a lot of pressure. Not a ton. Obviously, they got just enough. And you like what you see overall from this defense and what they were able to do. And I think moving forward, you're going to be in the position where, again, if they can continually play like this, they had Nick Mullins who went 20 of 30 for 147 yards and a touchdown. You hold a quarterback like that to do his thing, and it's tough. But again, it's tough coming in with a different quarterback coming in with those running backs and being able to make something happen. But I mean, by the way, Donovan Peoples-Jones is an absolute madman. So just got to get that out there. But again, you like what you see from a guy like Nick Mullins, who played pretty respectively and going in a tough situation. And the Raiders were able at the end of the day to go in and get a tough win against a good team that was shorthanded at quarterback. But overall, again, you like what you see. But man, just they never make it easy. I swear they never make it easy on themselves or whatever it is. And I get it. I mean, I get it. I'm a Vikings fan. It's gotten to the point now for me where I'm just like, okay, you know what? It's just kind of whatever. But overall, I do think that the Raiders did just enough to win. And man, that defense going out there and hitting people, and just Solomon Thomas, another guy you saw get tackles for losses, just chasing a guy down on a screen. Just they had some juice. They had some juice. You absolutely love to see it. But let us know what you guys think. Make sure you guys like and subscribe down below. We greatly appreciate all the support that we've gotten and continue to get. You guys are all truthfully awesome, and we love every single one of you. Check out our website at thesportsbriefpodcast.com. In the description down below, you'll find all of our social media platforms, so give us a like and a follow there. We would greatly appreciate it. Also, in the description, you'll find our email addresses and just our email address, but that purpose is for you guys to send us stuff that you want us to cover. That email address is thesportsbp@yahoo.com. And finally, you'll also find in the description down below a link to our iTunes. So if you want to just listen to us while you're on the road doing some laundry, whatever it is, we greatly appreciate everything you guys do, and it really means a lot to us. So with that, let us know what you guys think about the Las Vegas Raiders having some juice.